Dionysus Champion is a two-player abstract area control game where each player controls a set of grapes. One player controls the purple grapes and one player controls the green grape. Each player has a scoreboard, and when the player reaches the 12th point of racing, they win. Every turn a player starts with 2 dice. The dice can be rolled separately, and you choose to either move or shoot before rolling a die. If you choose to move and you roll a 1, 2, 3 and 4, you may take a grape from one of your starting gates and enter the play area. You can move to any of the adjacent spaces. On your turn, you can always choose to store 1 or more dice on your dice storage. You may also choose at any time to pick dice that you have already stored there. If you have a grape adjacent to the center pedestal and roll a 5 or 6 when you have chosen to move, you may climb the pedestal and claim the title Dionysus Champion. When you claim the title, you take the golden marker and put it on your scoreboard to indicate that you're now Dionysus Champion. At the start of your turn, you will then score 1 point when you are Dionysus Champion. When you choose to shoot, you select a grape and declare what direction it's shooting. Then you roll a die, and the die indicates the full length that you are shooting, and every grape in that path will be hit. Full grapes that are hit are split in 2 halves. They must be placed on adjacent spaces by the owner. Grapes in the gates can shoot onto the board as well. If the Dionysus Champion, the one in the center space, is shooting, you add 1 to the dice roll. If a half grape is shooting, you subtract 1 from the dice roll. When a half grape is hit, it is replaced with a raisin on the board. At the beginning of turn, if any of your grapes are on the same space as a raisin, you will score that raisin to your scoreboard. If a half grape is adjacent to the center pillar and it's on top of 2 other grapes, it can climb the center pillar on not only a 5 and 6, but on a 4, 5 and 6. If a grape is shot and it's split into 2 halves, they need to be placed on the adjacent tiles. If there are no room for a half to be placed, it will be removed from the game and the opponent immediately score 1 racing point. Remember to take the Dionysus Champion marker when you have claimed the title. At any time when you try to shoot and you roll a 1, it is considered a miss and you will place that die in your storage. If half grapes are shooting, you add 1 for each half grape underneath the shooter. If any grape is shooting and they roll a 6, the shot is considered flying. It will pass over the center pedestal, hitting anyone on top of it and any grapes behind it in the path length. Normal shots are blocked by the center pedestal, by the gates and the edges of the board.